Hey, it's David. Welcome back to Orangeville Daily Homes. Sorry about the late video, but we have 27 properties that we're going to review. Now, here's the thing. I have not seen any of these properties. I've pulled up the listings. I've got it on my screen, ready to go. I haven't even previewed any of them. So when you're looking at this video, treat it as if you were on my left shoulder, okay, or my right shoulder, and we're looking at the screen together and we're going through this, okay? So we've got 27 of them. Hopefully I can get this done fairly quick, and if you're not already at the cottage and you're looking at this on Monday morning, well, I hope you had a great weekend. If you're looking at this Friday night, or you're looking at this on Saturday, then here we go. So first one that we're going to look at is 543 Park Avenue. It's in Shelburne. It's $259. I like this one for a number of reasons. One, it's a first-time buyer house. This is a perfect property. Number two is there's enough parking space to satisfy everybody. And one of the things with this one, since it's a raised bungalow, you've got the upstairs, downstairs, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Now, if you're an investor and you're watching, what you could do is you can actually put kind of, I don't know, you can't see it. Here I am with my hand again. Okay, so my mouse. You could put up a wall right across the front here with a door going up and a door going down. Okay, that's one thing that you could do. Just because downstairs is big enough, you know, to have a one-bedroom apartment down there, and then upstairs is your 3 bedrooms. Okay, hardwood flooring. They've got a big deck that's that they just put on at the back. Fireplace downstairs, and there's your bedroom down there, and there's your deck. So really, it looks pretty good, you know. Yeah, you know, it seems like a pretty reasonable price that they're at, and you know, Park's an okay street. It's really close to schools. Next one is 59 Center. It's 309. This one's in Orangeville. The other one was in Shelburne. 3 bedrooms, is 2 bathrooms. The basement's finished. This one is also a raised bungalow, right? So exactly the same thing that we talked about on the other one, where you put the wall across, door down, door up. Now, mind you, it wouldn't be legal, right? Because it has to have its own separate entrance, and you can't share the same door. So keep that in mind. But overall, you know, for Orangeville, getting a detached home, you know, even close to 300, it is a challenge at the best of times. Now, paneling downstairs, maybe a little bit needs to come off the walls, and a little bit of drywalling downstairs. So, okay, so 90 Trafalgar, and this is 339. Now, this one here is, you know, I like this one for a couple of reasons. One is the people that are operating the bakery have been in this, have been renting this space. They have a little shop in the back where the bakery is, but they have their whole restaurant at the front, and they've been renting it for 22 years. So they're willing to stay. You know, at 339, you know, you got some 2 bedrooms upstairs. You know, this could be a perfect opportunity. There's 4,000 square feet, and this is in the small little hamlet of Hillsburg. So kind of neat. Next one, 569 College, 339. So it's a entry level for Orangeville, detached home, finished walkout basement, a lot of pictures on the front of the house. And then you have the hardwood flooring. Looks pretty good inside. And then the kitchen runs across the back of the house. Right, there it is. So kitchen's all here, and then the living room and dining room is on the other side. And yeah, basement's finished as well. So College can be a little bit of a busier street. Kind of keep that in mind. Now, if I go back to the other picture here, I'm just trying to see what it backs onto, because there's a school kind of right in back. I don't know if it's. I don't think it backs onto it, but it's close. Okay, so kind of going around into the country, Melanchthon, second line southwest. There's a lot of southwest and south and east, and there's a lot of second lines in Melanchthon, just the way it was built. So you got wind turbines kind of in your backyard. Not on your property, I don't believe, but you do have them behind you. Now there is a new furnace, there's a new roof, and typically, it's close to town. I think they priced it fairly good. You have a little extra spot there. It's kind of missing a 2-car garage. It's kind of really what it needs. That could be the only, it could be a downfall there. The basement's partially finished. I don't know, man. Maybe they're a little bit up on the upper end. Okay, over on 260 Side Road, 349. So this one here, it's a newer house built, in the last couple of years. So it's kind of an interesting layout. It is a detached bungalow, but when you think about it, it's actually a raised bungalow because you kind of come in again, you got steps going down, you got steps going up. So maybe that was a little bit misleading. But anyways, we have this hardwood flooring all the way on the main floor, and then there's laminate down on the lower level. And this, honestly, I'd paint. I've had a lot of clients, and we've gone into places, and they've all said, anytime that they see wood on the ceiling, that's like, too much country, let's just paint it white. That's what they've said. At least all the appliances match, which is nice. Now, this is something. Looks like it's missing a fireplace. So maybe they put it all in and they realize, you know what, we don't have the money to put in a fireplace, or we don't want to put one in. But it looks like it's all set up for one. Overall, pretty good place. Basement's finished, which is good. It gives you all those extra, extra space as well. So, and then, like I said, you're out in the country. It just depends on how close to Highway 10 you are. So, again, you probably want to keep that in mind. 19 Arundel Avenue, 352. This one is in Orangeville. There's lots of parking for cars, for sure. Laminate flooring throughout. So, a lot of people, it's not one of their first choices for flooring. Kitchen countertop green probably needs to go. Older range hood. Looks like the fridge is older. It looks like it's a little bit dated. It is 4-bedroom. And the basement's done. Again, it's you can tell it's a little bit older. But it's a nice big lot. 50 feet wide, 105 feet deep. I don't know about the price. Maybe a little bit on the high end. Next one. Okay, so the next couple are going to be townhouses down in Strawberry Fields and whatnot. And any of these properties down there, they typically go. They typically don't last too long. People like them because they're close to Brampton, and it's a stepping stone to get them out of the city. But at $369, it's pretty much priced where it needs to be, and yeah, you don't get a basement in these particular places because it's three stories, and there are some ones further south, and they're pretty close to where the price is at. So, and these are new too. Kennedy Road, again, same thing. 3 stories. So yeah, my gut feel. These are. It's pretty much the same as the other one, give or take a couple of thousand. So, and here's the funny thing, and I always find this humorous when I do these videos, is sometimes you come out of the lower Caledon area, and then you drive about from that last property to where this property is, you're probably looking at about 35 minutes. Okay, 35 minutes north. So if you're willing and able to do a little bit of a commute up to Shelburne, you can get a fully detached house that backs on a green space that doesn't have a neighbor beside you. It's a pure bungalow. It has a finished walkout, separate entrance, hardwood flooring. Am I right? Nope, sorry, my mistake. Laminate flooring. Now, at $379, I don't think so. That's just my feeling. I just don't think that the market is there for this particular price. I think they're a little bit aggressive. But then again, you've got all that extra space. So really, its market value is going to be determined by a willing buyer and a willing seller. So, it's got a nice deck, and you can walk down from below or from above and everything else. So, you know, when you look at it and you say, I can buy a townhouse at $363, or I could come up and buy a fully detached house at $379. What do you mean it's not, it's, not close to that, that price? They may be a little bit on the higher end. The marketplace, right? Your marketplace determines where the prices are at. And willing buyers and willing sellers, that's market value. Okay? Nice property, though. 60 John Street, it's in Orangeville, so $383. Not much to tell you on this one other than, it's got 66 feet wide, 166 feet deep. It's a big property. Don't know what the deal is. There's only a couple of pictures. I'm not too sure why they would do that, but anyways, 3 bedrooms, there's 2 bathrooms in that one. 37 Douglas Crescent, and this is in Hillsburg, $424. So there, yeah, they're pushing the boundaries on this one. It has carpet. If it had the hardwood flooring, I could probably see it. Maybe if it had more of an updated kitchen, I don't know. Maybe they just painted the cabinets. It's hard to tell. Maybe put on some new doorknobs and whatnot. But that's just kind of a feeling I have just by looking at it. It's a beautiful room, though, right? So you have skylights and all. That looks pretty darn cool, right? Some nice hardwood flooring in there. So, you know what? Maybe it's there. Maybe the value, maybe someone's going to look at that and say, hey, you know what? This is exactly what I need. Look at the backyard. It's huge. 76 feet wide, 121 feet deep. Looks good to me, right? So, 2-car garage, I believe, or 2.5, they're saying. I don't know where you're going to get the half car unless it's a smart car. 66 Oak Ridge Drive, $429. It's up on by the hospital in Orangeville, and it looks like it's a nice place, right? It's maybe a little bit smaller, so nice backyard there. Inside, when you first walk in, this is where you walk into. You have your living room there, stairs going up, and I guess they've left that kind of open when you walk in. Obviously, there's a steel beam that goes across, and they've just done that to, I guess, let the light through. That's this a better angle. A small kitchen, by the looks of the photos. It's not like a fully open concept kitchen. And then your basement is finished as well. So that'll be interesting to see where that one goes. But it's 2,300 square feet of finished space. So that's including upstairs and down. Like it's all levels, and it's got granite counters and all that kind of jazz. So 29 Preston, $451. Nice for an entranceway. So you go up. You've got the other side over there. Bathroom. You've got another closet, or not a closet, another room over to the side. That door goes into the garage. There's your office. There's your kitchen. So this is one very similar to the one that I sold over on Sandringham not that long ago. And that one kind of, I think, went at $510. That backed onto to green space and finished basement. So this one here, it doesn't have a finished basement. Same model though. It's pretty much the same property, and they're asking $451. I think basement's not finished. They may get hit on that. But they're close, right? It's close. They're certainly going to do. They're certainly going to try. 17 Wesley Crescent. It's in Erin, and it's $479. 2-car garage, and it is a detached side split. Okay, so you don't usually get the full use of the whole basement on these ones. Really, no other pictures, just those two. Momer, third line, $489, and third line Momer. This one looks pretty good. So you got a 2-car garage. It is a bungalow, and it's raised. You've got the crazy looking workshop in the back. That's awesome. If you're looking for something like that, and actually, come to think about it, as I look at this right now, I think I have a client for this property. It's funny how these things happen. Yeah, so anyways, may need a little bit of work on the inside. You got some paneling on the walls and some wood, and it's got that country kind of look. With the photos and the furniture, I don't know if any of that's really helping the room, but having that workshop's pretty darn cool. And it sits on a couple of acres for sure, which is kind of nice. But overall, I think it's a nice looking place. Maybe a little bit of work needs to be done. Winston Churchill, $4.99. Okay, this one here, it seems to be good pictures, good layouts, right? You walk in, you've got this living room on one side, and again, I haven't seen these. This is the first time I'm looking at all these homes. Right now, you can tell if you look back on this other picture, you can see that the ceiling was painted, and I think it was like a wood ceiling at one time, right? So you can see it up there. Here I am pointing with my finger again. Skylight in the kitchen. One thing about skylights, again, I've said this in past episodes. That looks kind of nice too. Skylights, you will at some point in its lifetime, they will leak. Just be aware. It can be fixed. It's not hard to do, but just keep that in mind. Back's on. You got some water back there too, which is really, really nice. Wow, isn't that a treat? That's very cool. $4.99 in Caledon. It's 2 bedrooms. I don't know. To me, it looks pretty cool. It's electric forced heat. Keep that in mind. And it may not be as big as you'd hope, but that's kind of neat having that, the water back there. Very cool. Okay, one of my favorite streets in Orangeville is 3 York Street, $5.29. And it's a 1.5 car garage, but these old Victorians are very, very cool. So 66 feet wide, 195 feet deep, a lot of space. And so you have your front room. This is your front room, okay? So where it's the kind of circular room, this is your dining room, all right, at the front of the house. And it may look a little bit older, right? You're going to get that, right? It adds to the charm of these homes. A little bit of wood on the walls, carpets. These are things you probably want to change out, and update. They obviously updated the bathroom, which is really nice. So, I mean, it looks very appealing. There's probably a few things here and there that you'll probably want to do, but it's a big yard right downtown, nice and close to everything. And I don't know how many cars you're going to park in that. So, but overall, yeah, it looks pretty cool. I do like this one. It was built in 1854, which is crazy. But anyways, some history on that one. 122 Victoria Street. This one's in Caledon, Bolton East, actually to be specific. $5.79. Detached, bungalow raised. It's got the pool. You start to see these properties with pools coming out in the summertime now. Hardwood flooring, which is nice. Right, so you've got these rooms that, back in the day, you'd have this family room and it would be separate from the dining room, and you'd have the little doors there, right? And there it is separating the two, and then your kitchen off to the back, and your bath, your kitchen's all being redone, which is very cool, very nice. It's cool. It's got a lot of different roof lines in it. Yeah, kind of neat place. I do like it. There's a little kind of kitchen thing down there, I guess, or maybe a little wet bar. Anyways, a lot of pictures, and yeah, it looks like it's a neat little place. Next is 58 Gray Park Drive, and it looks like this one has been sold, so I'm not really going to talk about that one. Next one is that just got updated. Wow, that was pretty quick. Fourth line, this one's in Mulmer, $5.99. Now, you've got a totally separated 2-car garage, and it's like 2.5 probably, more like it. You've got the wraparound veranda around the whole entire property. Very cool, awesome pictures, great looking kitchen. Yeah, maybe some new hardware on the doors, and maybe a new countertop just to kind of finish it off. Awesome looking dining room. Neat looking place, I have to say. out in Mulmer. There's a lot of kind of wood with the trims and things like that. And again, you start getting out into the country, and that's what they do, right? It kind of looks like a country home, and away you go. Very cool, indeed. And yeah, it's very well manicured. It looks like it's been well looked after, well cared for. Nice clearing, and you've got beautiful trees all around, right? So, very neat place in Mulmer. It's a good area. Okay, so we're over back in Caledon. It's 724 now. Depending on where you want to live, okay, there's different prices that properties are listed for. This one seems to be fairly reflective of the area. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't have a finished basement, but I mean, it's got the high ceilings. It has all of the things that you look for in a property of this caliber. It would have been nice if you actually had the light bulb working in that picture. Either that or just leave both of them off. Just having one on just kind of detracts your eye. But crown moldings and things like that. It looks awesome, absolutely awesome. Staircase going down. Look at that headboard though. Wow, that's kind of neat, right? The wall on the back there, very cool. I'm a fan. I think it's a good home, and I think they'll probably do. I think they'll do well. I think they'll do well. Next one is hold on a second. Sorry about that. I just have to go get my dog to get him to stop eating what he's eating. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I just didn't want my dog to eat the fertilizer. It just went walking away with it. Okay, so obviously I'm not at the office today. I just got home. And I realized I had to get this video out to you guys, so that's where I am right now. Okay, so 3-car garage, really cool. Mount Hope Road, awesome road in Caledon. It's just north of Bolton. I'd probably put on a granite. I mean, if you're going to list it at this price, put on some granite, really make a difference. Maybe put on some backsplash tile on the wall there. It would really kind of add value. It would look nice. But I guess, since the house is vacant, these are old appliances too, right? The yellow ones, they've been around for a while. Older counters, there's some things that would probably need to be done. I mean, the basement's not finished, right? So, but it's a great looking road, and it is a bungalow. So there's a lot of people out there looking for bungalows right now. So next one, 2nd Street, 28 2nd Street, 749. This one's in Orangeville. It has 2 kitchens, so it's kind of like a duplex, right? But it's 2 bedrooms and 2 bedrooms. All right, interesting property. It's big. It's nice and big. That's certainly for sure, especially in Orangeville. Front entranceway, very cool. Has a lot of space there when you walk in. And you have these pocket doors that slide back and forth. Upstairs, the banister, hardwood flooring in all the rooms, fireplace, crown molding, updated kitchen as well. Windows. It looks like it's a very nice place. Very, very cool, right? And then on the other side, it looks like you've just got your standard, older place over on the other side, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of neat. So it has been remodeled. So 3rd line in Mulmer, and 759, 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Thing is, there's no trees around it. Okay, so it gets windy. So there's nowhere to hide from the wind when the snow is blowing or any of that kind of jazz, right? So front entranceway, nice hardwood flooring, good looking kitchen. You got the pot lights in there as well. I don't think it's got the granite on the counters, which again, you kind of hope that it did at this price. But the sweeping views that you get are quite astounding, which is really awesome. It is a nice looking place, and I think if someone wants to live here, it's not too far up. There's all kinds of hiking trails around. I kind of split that conversation into 2. It's not that far up from Highway 89, and yes, there are lots of hiking trails around there. And apparently my dog wants to talk to you because she's just whining. And it's got a 2-car garage, walkout basement, which is really neat. And there's your view, right? There's your view. Looks awesome. You're on acreage. It's only 7 years old. It's that you're looking for, like that's the what they call a megadome, and it's I think 130 feet by 70 feet, and there's a riding ring. It's got water and hydro back there as well, so very cool. And there's the horses. Oh, aren't they cute? Okay, so next one. Where are we here? Hold on a second. Oh, this one's been up for sale a couple times. No, different property. This one's in Palgrave. 789. 2-car garage, front entranceway. Seems okay. A lot of furniture in the rooms. Very cool. I do like this. Look at the back. Absolutely stunning. Really, like wow. Totally catches my eye. Well done. Pot lights, ceiling fan, walls of glass. Really showcases nicely. Kitchen looks pretty good as well. It's more of a galley kitchen than anything else, but it's a good size nonetheless. So yeah, I mean overall, I think it's a good looking place. Basement's finished as well, and it's a walkout. So very cool. Look at the space. Nice. 789. I think I'm a fan, and it's got another kitchen downstairs. So it's 2-family home, right? So I talked about that on one of our previous episodes. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. 15th side row in Mulmer. So we got 1,200,000, and this one again looks like we've got two kitchens in this. It seems to be a theme in the last couple. But yeah, so we got a walkout basement there, separate garage. I'm trying to think if I had seen this one before. Good views. Wow, very nice. And you've got your own private lake. Yeah, I mean it's a pond, but it's a lake, and it's very cool. I do like this. It's a very neat looking place. And look at that, your own dock. You got your workshop out there as well, which is really nice. And there's your awesome shot of your living room, sunroom. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It's nice to have that. I mean, and I guess they wanted to get a little bit artsy and put in the black and white photos. So, anyways, that was our last one. It is on 87 acres, and it's certainly something that you'd probably want to see if you want to have a cottage, but you don't want to drive all the way to Huntsville or the Muskokas. Anyways, that is our last one, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we will be back on Monday with another episode of Orangeville Daily Homes. I am going to be around on Sunday, so if you'd like to meet up for a cup of coffee and talk real estate and see how I can help, then just reply back to the email, or you can give me a call at 519-215-0107. Have a good one, everybody, and enjoy your weekend. Bye!